handsome young man who come from the south bowed down the willow tree. And the old man trotted his 3 daughters out, bowed down the willow tree. Said, "Here's my oldest, she can spin," bowed down the willow tree. And the youngest can, no, and the second can that music play, bowed down the willow tree. But the handsome young man had eyes for one, bowed down the willow tree. Such beauty he had never seen, bowed down the willow tree. Said the old man to young Willie, "Now bow down the willow tree. You'll take the oldest one from me, bow down the willow tree." Said young Willie to the old father, "Bow down the willow tree. When I return from the south," he said, "'tis the youngest I shall claim for me, bow down the willow tree." He gave the oldest a beaver hat, bow down the willow tree, and a Dulcie more to the second that, bow down the willow tree. But to the youngest one he gave a ring, bow down the willow tree, saying, "Now you are troth to me, bow down the willow tree." But he did not see the face of the oldest one, bow down the willow tree. She was handsome but not loverly, bowed down the willow tree. Could not read the eldest thoughts, bowed down the willow tree. Or he would never got upon his horse, bowed down the willow tree. 'Twas not 2 weeks, I'm sure not 3, bowed down the willow tree, when the eldest said to the youngest, "Come, let's walk down by the sea," bowed down the willow tree. Said as they was walking by the shore, bowed down the willow tree, the youngest reached for an ash limb and bowed down the willow tree. And as she reached the oldest one, bowed down the willow tree, she took her foot and pushed her in, bowed down the willow tree. Said the youngest to the eldest one, bowed down the willow tree, "Oh, sister, in deep I am now, bowed down the willow tree." Says, "Won't you take offen your cloak, bow down the willow tree, and throw the end to me here now, bow down the willow tree." "Oh, I shan't take offen my cloak, bow down the willow tree, for to drown is the reason I brought you here, bow down the willow tree." "Oh, why is it," cried the youngest one, bow down the willow tree, "that you would see the death of me, bow down the willow tree?" There was a young man who come from the south, bowed down the willow tree. He chose you above me, and that's what this is about, bow down the willow tree. There was a young man who come from the south, bowed down the willow tree, chose you, that's what this is about, bow down the willow tree. Oh, cried the youngest as she went. Bow down the willow tree. I'll give to you all the gifts he sent. Bow down the willow tree. Oh no, cried the eldest one, you see. Bow down the willow tree. I want the man, the gifts mean nothing to me. Bow down the willow tree. I cannot make up his mind for thee. Bow down the willow tree. I cannot help that he chose me. Bow down the willow tree. And as the tide kept a-rolling in, bow down the willow tree. The youngest finally sunk so low that she's never seen again. Bow down the willow tree.